When should we shame? When should we shame today? Anytime a person's action shows a gross lack of ethics, wisdom, or care for society, we need to shame them. Blatant lying and spreading misinformation, I think that should be shamed. Those who create fake news or push unfounded conspiracy theories deserve condemnation. Now, let me say this: not all these conspirators are false. Some of these conspiracy, it's only a conspiracy until it's true. How about that? So we got to be mindful. Racism should be shamed into silence. Come on, man. Anytime, man, we gotta keep shouting down those white supremacists, man. We gotta keep shouting down systematic racism. We gotta keep shouting down. Their ignorance damages lives and communities. Social media platforms must not validate bigotry. How about that? Must not. We got to shame it. When we see bigotry on social media, the same way they attack, we need to attack back at them. The same way they try to we got to get them we got to match them at the same level, because everybody's hard on the internet. Everybody's tough, right? Shameless financial corruption and corporate greed must end. I'm on my soapbox now. I'm just on my soapbox. The rich should not be allowed to flaunt luxury from ill-gotten gains. Politicians must be shamed for enabling tax avoidance. Egregious environmental pollution calls for shaming and boycott. Denial of facts. Denial of our God-given right to be critical thinkers. Not allowing someone to critically think and trying to tell me what to think, that should also be shamed. Abusers like Harvey Weinstein should be shamed. CNN reporters like Andrew Cuomo should be shamed publicly as a warning. The Me Too movement brought productive shaming of predators, right? The Me Too movement. That was when shame was actually used as a weapon. Shaming men, the shaming tactic. See, here's the thing. Modern women and feminism, when they crept in, right? They weaponized shame. They called it toxic masculinity anytime you exude anything masculine. It's okay for a man to be masculine, or for a woman to be masculine, but not okay for a man. In other words, extreme selfishness that harms the social fabric should be shamed. But shaming the trivial only breeds resentment, right? My friends, the Moxie Nation, the Moxie crew, my constituents, my peers, my peoples, my subscribers. To save our unraveling society will require bringing back judicious, proportional shame. This is not a call to enact puritanical, draconian shaming. I'm not talking about the scarlet letter, although that's not a bad idea. Nor is it to license to be cruel, right? We don't want to weaponize shaming like feminists did towards men. We don't want to do that. We don't want to use the same cruel method that these modern women have been using on us back on them. We don't want to do that. But we do want to call a spade a spade. All right? We do want to make sure we're on the right side of history when we point the finger. Rather, it's a plea to revive the pro-social functions of shame. That's what this is about. I'm pleading with you guys. Let's bring back shame. Let's revive it. Building conscious, enforcing ethics, creating social bonds with compassion and wisdom. Let us help each other follow our better angels again. Let's be righteous. Let's go back to our conservative mindsets. Let's go back to the nuclear family. Let's go back to what's been working for eons. Let's stop with this new age. Let's stop with this neo nonsense, this neo tantra. Let's stop focusing on the things that just seem to be pleasurable, and let's focus on everything, and let's use a magnifying glass when we do. Let's inspect everything. Let's make sure we're doing it right. Our liberty needs limits to prevent descending into narcissist anarchy like we're about to. America is not spiraling upwards, it's spiraling downwards. We're in the decline. We're watching third world countries become second and first world countries. We're watching countries that used to fear us like, man, I don't fear you. You're not going to tell me what to do. In these divided times, we have abandoned concepts like honor, loyalty, discretion, dignity. But living shamelessly has rotted our shared morality from within. Let shame once again be a teacher, reinforcing the values of democracy and justice. We gotta balance the weight, man. The weight has to be balanced once again. It can't always be unbalanced. With conscientious citizens united by healthy shame, America can fulfill its potential as a beacon of hope for humanity. Now, I was just on a podcast, I told you, and man, I never thought of it before, but it's so true. America's on the decline, and the demographics are going to change, right? The Black community, we were doing well, right? But now we're like less than 12% of the population. After 20 million babies got aborted, I wonder why. And now our Hispanic brothers, right, are not single, but our Hispanic brothers, our Mexican brothers, our Latino brothers, you know, all the Hispanic community has kind of come under one flag. And they're quickly becoming, where they are right now, the second majority next to white people in this country, next to the dominant society. They are quickly becoming the dominant society. And as a shout out to Dennis Burden for saying this, he's the one that got my mind thinking on this, and I believe it to be true. He's saying that the Latino culture, they will be taking over America real soon. It's just inevitable. They have the numbers, they have the family intact, and they have the culture. It's even though they're becoming Americanized, they still have some things to their culture that checks them and keeps them reared in. As American culture is debauchery, and unfortunately, in the Black community, it's kind of leading the way in the degeneracy